Okay, hello gamers. We are here with more baby steps. I need to finish this fucking game today. Um, there's- last time on baby steps, we got to the snowy bit. We joined we joined Jiminy's crickets by not taking the man breaker. And now we are trying to climb a crashed train to get up this part of the mountain. Hello, Seraph. Welcome. I in part want / need to finish this today because I need to make sure I can get back down. Fuck. I don't even remember how I did this bit the first time. Back down the mountain afterwards to get to the Manbreaker because Riley Hopkins and I, for the Maystream, are racing up the Manbreaker. I'm honestly a little afraid because I do not know how good Riley is at this game. They finished it. I know that.
Fuck. Shit. Ow.
Fuck.
Ooh.
And hello, Brazilga. Welcome. Okay, I feel like... Whoops. Fuck. Ooh, actually, hang on. Oh, fucker. Okay.
Shit. Ooh.
I hate how hard it is to have good steps in close range. Riley both has the assurance to get through parts, I bet, and also the arrogance to take a step and fall, so it's a real toss-up. Exactly. I would also say... Normally, I would say I feel like Riley is somebody who would throw for content. But quite frankly, I know better than that. I've played games with Riley before. There is an upcoming season of Rat Tap that both Riley and I are on. And I will spoil this now. We played Toxic Sword Lesbians. And in Toxic Sword Lesbians, there is a mechanic called strings, which is like an emotional leverage that you have on someone that you can use to influence things in the game. One of the things that you can do is use it to... It's powered by the Apocalypse game, so you can use it to raise or lower somebody's roll by 1. And there was a moment where somebody rolled and failed on a 6. So 1... Come on, Nate. Oh, fuck. I straddled it, too. It was good. So, like, 1 away from failure. And Riley was like... And it was something where Riley wanted them to succeed, and I didn't. And Riley was like, I'm using my string to push that up by 1. And I immediately went, I'm using my string to pull it down by 1. And they went, oh, like, I don't think in all the games I've played with Riley, I've ever heard that much, like, genuine moment of, of, like, tiltedness in their voice. We checked in after and they were fine, but...
Grip.
Come on, Nate. Okay. Perfect.
Oh, crap.
Ooh, did you see that fancy footwork?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. God.
Ooh. Okay, I do need to be really fucking careful here because I do believe this is how I fell all the way back down to the beginning.
Okay. Oh, shit. Yep.
Like seeing ballet, thank you. Don't cross yourself, Nate. Perfect. Don't get impatient. You have until like 7:30.
Fuck.
Nate, I need you to stand in a human way, okay? Get that foot up. Perfect, Nate. This is an awkward series of steps. What is the best way here? Yeah, exactly, Seraph. That's how I feel. I think that Nathan Drake should have been more impressed that Nate Jr. here is doing this. Fuck. Is doing this feat only. There's no way Nathan Drake could do that. He's also doing it without shoes. He has precisely 0 grip right now.
Oh.
Don't freak out. It's frustrating because sometimes quick footwork is what's needed. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Fuck. Excited for the day when modders crack this open and Nate has to do this entirely in his socks, so he's slipping around everywhere. My god.
Mighty God.
The evil you are wishing into the world, Seraph. Put your foot there. Wonderful job, Nate. Beautiful. Ooh, the problem is my knee catches on that couch. I think that's a little far.
Oh no!
Okay, okay, hang on. No, I'm gonna fall. Oh! She's amazing. She's a genius. She's possibly the greatest baby stepper of all time.
Oh shit! Whoop!
No. Okay, thank you, Nate.
God. Oh no!
Fuck. Don't fall out the door. Don't fall down the mountain. Stand. Thank you. That's the perfect place for you to stand. Holy shit. Hang on. Okay, my Gaslands game got rescheduled, so now I have literally all day. Whoa, that leg is a little shaky. Okay.
Cold. Oh.
That's fine.
Shit!
Fuck. Okay. Game hates when I stand there.
Way.
Join your other foot. Perfect. Beautiful.
Yep. Ah! Fuck. Oh.
Ah. No, 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 no. Fuck. I'm pretty sure the train car is the only way up.
Ah.
Well, maybe it's not. Fuck. Hi, Niels. Welcome. We're stepping today. I'm planning on streaming until I finish the game. That is the plan as of right now.
Mighty God.
I still want to, at some point, do a stream that's... The stream doesn't end until I get card 2 in a row in Trickshot Simulator.
Shit. Yep. Not here.
Okay, I think I have to climb the stupid train. At least I don't have to worry about it being slippery. Ow. Nate, please.
You don't know.
Come on, Nate.
Shit. Shit.
Come the fuck on. If I have to hear Mike crying again, I'm going to lose it.
Oh.
We're finding another way.
Shit. Fuck.
Just realized what an incredibly dick move I could have done to Mike. I could have taken his lantern, I think. The one source of light he has.
Oh.
While trapped literally forever under that rock. You can't save Mike, by the way. I looked it up. Even if you go all the way back down to the beginning of the mountain to go and talk to Jim, you can't save Mike. What does he need light for you? God, I hate the ice. At least the Manbreaker doesn't have ice on it. As far as I know. I guess I didn't see past, like, the 1/3 or halfway point or whatever.
Oh, oh.
Okay. Alright. Keep moving forward. What was the place that had the hat? Was it that mountain? I know that nobody probably knows this, but... Whee! Good spin.
Okay. Shit. Ah.
I don't know if I can get up this way easily.
Oh crap. Oh shit.
Come on.
Shit. Oh. Oh shit.
I think this is bait.
Ah.
I think it's very sad that Mike's story ends that way.
Oh bother.
I think it reflects very poorly on Nate after all this character development. Like, no matter who you find or talk to or whatever, Nate will never tell anyone about Mike. Which I think is a mistake. Like, if you went back to Jim and Jim was like, oh yeah, there's nothing I can really do for him, then I would be like, well, we tried. Also, I saw somebody on Reddit make a great point of, like, they were like, I went back to the giant lady at the campfire. Because to me, it's obvious that there's a big boulder. Get the giant lady to move it. And to me, it's like, oh, what an obvious solution. But this is... It's not a puzzle game.
Grab, grab, grab.
Stand up, Nate. Edward Elric voice, you've got 2 strong legs. Go on and walk. Perfect. Don't fall over. I said don't! Fuck. I took that too fast. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, who's buzzing my phone? So today, know how this is about to sound. Today is technically the first day of grad school for us. But our Tuesday, Thursday class actually does not meet today because there is like a graduation ceremony.
Shit. Whoop.
Yeah, great time management for my first day. Yep, first day of grad school, I decided to play video games.
Ow.
Come on, Nate. Okay. We're gonna keep going this way. God, the bird noises are annoying. Let me, first day of school is graduation day. Yeah. I did it. Our license is in the mail. It's actually very exciting, you know? Like, now that, between every member of the audience and me, now that we are on our new dose of mood stabilizers, we're feeling a lot more positive about it.
Okay.
Is that a different train car? Guys, you gotta stop driving them up there. Yeah, when the mood stabilizers work, the mood is good. Who knew? Thing is that I didn't even realize I was depressed. Okay, the snowman I knocked over fell over when it remembered that I knocked it over. Yeah, we didn't even notice we were depressed, but like we had been eating less, sleeping worse. Nothing was really exciting. You know, like even like the Crystal Kaizo streams, which I really dug into to make myself feel any kind of fucking dopamine. It was like I was really just like waiting for the next boss fight, so I could say I like did the next thing. Yeah, it'll creep up on you. We had a meal while we were out in California and realized, like, after the mood stabilizers had fully kicked in, realized it was the first time we had a real appetite in God knows how long.
Yep.
Did I go in a circle? Because that's where Mike is. I don't think you guys can see, but like right next to Nate's head there. Yeah. Well, I guess the only way up is the train. Choo-choo.
Oh! Fuck! Shit.
Thank you, Nate.
No.
I mean, I guess this is what I get for trying to find a way up that's not quite as annoying. Oh my god, Nate, stand.
Oh, crap. Oh.
Fuck.
Oh. Whoop. Shit.
Fuck. I think the other side is actually the better way. Hey! I made it without slipping on the ice.
Where's the quad? Oh, no.
Have any of you guys use the app Zombies Run. It is a, like, gamification exercise app where you're, like, running in a zombie apocalypse. You get, like, kind of a shocking number of stories. I don't, but a former roommate did. Use it a little bit early on in the pandemic. That makes sense. I completed... So I completed their 5K program, which I loved. I love the 5K program.
Shit.
In part because it's really good at, like, building your endurance and stuff, and in part because it's a really good introduction to a lot of characters in the story, like the main season story, that don't get enough time.
Fuck. Fuck.
Like, there's this one guy, I think he's runner 10. So the plot is that you are a runner, essentially like a mission / errand person for this like post-zombie apocalypse community. You were, like, on a helicopter that crashed for reasons unknown. Unknown, I think, both for the crash and why you were on there. And you come across this, like,
Shit.
this radio, or this, like, headset in an abandoned building that's, like, on the corpse of this woman. And so she was the original runner 5 for the community of Able. But she was killed in action. And you pick up the headset and Dr. Starts with an M. What is it? It's gonna drive me crazy. Yeah, look it up. Dr. Myers, Maxine Myers, is on that radio, and she's like, "Oh, hey, like, can you tell me what the hell happened to Runner 5?" And it's like, "Oh, well, listen, if you can move above a shamble, then we can use you. And we can give you, like, a safe place. We can give you food and shelter and stuff. All we would need is for you to, like, do some work for us." And that starts by bringing her the like, backpack that she had on her when she died back. And you also meet, I forget what his actual, like, official title is, but he's like a radio operator for Able. He's, like, kind of dispatch.
What?
No, okay. And the original Runner 5 was actually his girlfriend. And in the 5K training, you get a bunch more backstory on, for one, Runner 5 and Sam's relationship with her, and like his grieving process, where there is one mission on like week 2 of the like 8-week 5K program where Sam is actually coming on a run with you, instead of just like being on the radio, because he, unbeknownst to Dr. Myers, who is like running your training program, is out there on a mission to find, I think, some kind of object that Runner 5, the original Runner 5, left behind. Hello, Nate? Okay, there we go.
God.
And there's a bit where he just like runs off, and you have to go and get him because he's like, he's not in a proper headspace right now. Essentially, he's doing something wildly suicidal to try and get this like one of the last like remnants of his partner. And that's very engaging to me. And the last like couple of weeks, they're like, you know, so this has all been building up to you running a 5K. And what that 5K ends up being is that Sam has this like this collection of like photos and personal belongings from the original Runner 5. I could not tell you her name. And they managed to get in contact with her sister, who it turns out is alive and at a base in Scotland. This takes place in England, for the record. In Scotland, like 400 miles away. So what you are doing is that your goal is that you are going to run this package 5 kilometers to a nearby settlement that has a copter taking off that is going to be taking supplies to this settlement 400 miles away, and you are putting those sentimental belongings on there for the sister. And I think that it's really brilliant, like, I guess, game design to have it not be like, you know, the whole thing is that it's gamification of exercise, and it's like, why not gamify like what your actual goal is? Because like you are both in universe and out training for a 5K, but it's like, what is the 5K for? Is it just to like prove that you can do it and that you're like you're good enough to be a runner? And it's like, yes, but we can do one better.
Oh shit.
Fuck, what am I doing? But anyway, you get an expansion on other characters too, where there's this guy, Runner 10, who is like, he's like a mathematician and kind of like an amateur scientist. And he like, while you are doing your training program, there are like a couple of days where he's like, hey, can you help me with an experiment involving like zombies? Because I'm trying to see like their behavior patterns and stuff. And it is like, the stuff he has you do it's very obvious it is like horribly dangerous. um,
Ooh.
but it's like just towing the line enough that Dr. Myers lets him ask you to do it. Um, and you get a couple of missions with him, and then in the proper season 1, there is you get like one more mission where you're like kind of where you get to hang out with him and do an experiment. And then like a couple of episodes later, he's like, "Hey, I got bitten, and I'm like dying. I need you to do a favor for me. I need you to go and grab a couple of like personal belongings for me from this place or something like that." And it's like, if you were playing like just the season proper, it's like, well, okay, but I don't really like, we met once. But here it's like you've met a few times and like you get his character at that point. And it's like, and it feels like, well, this was kind of inevitable. Like, it's not just one experiment that went wrong. It's kind of a pattern of again, like kind of wildly suicidal behavior.
It's... Oh, crap.
Fuck, don't fall all the way down. Okay. Yeah, gotta test the bounds.
Oh, shit. Ugh. Whoop. Ooh.
And there is a part of you there was a part of me that's like, this is valuable information that they're gathering. But what's the cost of it?
God. Ooh.
Try it out again when you have a new phone. Yeah, I quite like it. I should get back into it, because I've been meaning to get back into running generally. I did like it. I think that season 2 was a change of pace that kind of like turned me off a little bit because of the autism. But I should get back into it with fresh eyes. And I think that there are so many other little ways that the game will immerse you. Like there was, thank goodness here. There was this one time where you're out on a mission, and I was running. I heard somebody like what sounded like somebody in the distance trying to say something to me, like in real life. And I like lifted up one of my headphones to see like and looked around. It's like somebody talking to me, but it was in the game. Like the sound design was good enough that I was like, I thought that somebody was trying to talk to me in real life. um, and during the 5K training, there are also days where the doctor will have you do like little mid training run exercises. One of them is knee lifts, where you have to like stop at one point and kind of like, hang on, lift your knees up to your chest, like, oop, 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 oop. You can't see it very well. But there's one point where the doctor is like, all right, start your knee lifts, and you start doing them, and like a couple in, the audio, the game audio starts playing again, and you hear this this woman has come up to you, and she's like, she's got you doing the knee lifts, huh? I remember that. And that is immersive to me, and it also involves my favorite character, Runner 4, who is such an upbeat weirdo. And she introduces herself, and she's like, since we're 4 and 5 here, we're basically like siblings. And I'm like, that's not how that works, but I do appreciate the... I appreciate that you want to connect with me, and I like you. Can I get my foot there? Yes, I can. Much like Barack Obama. Yes, we can.
God. Oh crap.
Okay.
Oop.
There's also another, the first, like, 3 weeks of the 5K program are a lot like what the first season of the main game is like, where it's like, ooh, hang on here. There's a ladder. Is this shit going to slide on me? We gotta try. Where like it's running with your music interrupted by some story every 1/5 of the way through, essentially. It's a little more frequent than that with the 5K program, because you've got somebody going like, okay, it's been 1 minute, you're gonna walk now. But then you get to the point in the story where they're really starting to talk about like Sam's relationship with the original Runner 5. Well, okay. Her being the original Runner 5 is actually not true. You are actually Sam's third Runner 5. But there's a day where Sam like talks for a while. He like kind of monologues at you. And while he's doing that, he'll occasionally be like, "Oh, you can walk now." Like he's like half looking at the timer. Ooh, how do I? Oh, that's not great. How do I get there? Okay, this is probably the easiest way.
Yep.
Just don't fucking fall. But I really loved how it felt like an actual one-sided conversation with somebody that you have... Do not. Okay. That you have, like, on a headset in your ear. These are actually the headphones I used to run with.
Here's the quad.
But yeah, that 5K training was great. I also, I was doing it 3 days a week, no matter what, essentially. And there were days where I was out there, like, running in the snow. And just, like, just doing that was a lot of fun.
Fuck, fuck, fuck.
No, Nate. No, 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 no. That's fine.
Why?
So basically, I love Zombies Run. Dr. Myers is also a lesbian.